football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job.
football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, You set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turned down.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
He's got an open man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the ground game. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Breeze. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Mean Green. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Send that offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Cokes. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Here's the handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for 6. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to USC. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Try to get it to the edge. Find some fresh air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Breeze. Lets it fly. On target to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Across the 35. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit them with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Breeze. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got his man downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
North Texas getting it done with the explosive run. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Breeze. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He'll take it himself. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller, deep?
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Colts. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when we're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Breeze. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. North Texas in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's reeled in. It's Perkins. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Shoots it to the left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the 1st half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick strike complete. And he will score! Touchdown! assists.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half when you got to have an execution. Has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Under fire. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Perkins. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Off play action on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, deep down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Right on the money. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun. Give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. North Texas in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Pulls it and fires to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to...
There he goes. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the run. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've reached the bridge. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. A little release to the back. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got his man on the right. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip, because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
The Razorbacks will try to convert on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, there are a lot of players who I think might tense up in that kind of situation. You know you got the lead. It's 4th down, but they just go out and they're on the same page, and they convert, and they're able to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more clock.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
They boot it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Working that wide receiver screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rush is on him. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Gets away from one, finds room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score... Already got a hand on it, it's blocked.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Snagged it up the 30 and still running. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. One fly deep, and they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm, he hasn't been accurate, he's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap in the shotgun. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll line up to go for 2. Got his man. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he's still running after the move. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down a possession, no timeouts. So you've got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds. And the receiver knew exactly what to do.
Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
You're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got the back over the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Wants to throw again. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. From the gun. Got his man quickly. Strong, firm tackle. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Looking for more room. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
What a battle this game was.